In the Morning continues right now on the Fox Business Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, Imus in the morning.
Here's what I've decided now, Warner.
Yeah.
After seeing that wise-ass Brady yesterday, wherever, some university where he was speaking.
Salem State, right?
Yeah. The Patriots should be fined $500 million.
That's it, man.
And he should be suspended for the entire year.
Yeah, get him out.
What an a-hole.
Yeah.
I mean, come on here.
I think it's the last time you'll see him speak.
He's a jerk.
Yeah.
And you know, you can be a great quarterback and be tall, good looking, have a supermodel wife, but you can't fix stupid. Ron, to paraphrase my old friend Ron White, you cannot fix stupid, and he's just stupid. It's amazing how dumb these people are. Honest to God.
Yeah. Off the field, yes.
Thank God you're back, Lou.
Hey.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Crash was such a disaster.
Lou. It's my guy. Come on.
I'd be loving me some Crash, but he tries, poor thing. But, boy, that boy is...
Give me a C.
Man.
Crash.
You can't fix... well, he's not stupid.
No, he was, remember,
Anyway, Senator Lindsey Graham was back this morning because he wants to be on Hollywood and Vine. Is that right?
Yeah, I do. I'm a big fan of entertainment.
Yeah.
So we had the big skip dinner last night. I realize this doesn't mean much to you around the country, but it's a wonderful organization, and there was most people I've ever seen there. They honored Bob Schieffer, and I love Anderson Cooper. Did you? I mean, I love him, and not
Of course, yeah.
That kind of way. Well, what a charming, gracious, lovely guy.
Very much.
Isn't he?
He was. He'd had root canal that morning,
Yeah.
and yet he was still as charming and articulate, and had a few Percocet that he was willing to sell.
Was he rocking some Percocet?
That's what he said.
Yeah, he was.
I didn't.
He didn't tell me that because I'd have taken him away from him.
It's for the best.
So anyway,
You would have gotten up off that couch. What you would have done.
so he was he was charming. He introduced Bob Schieffer, and old Bob was all right. You know who I ran into, Bernie? Jonathan Alder.
Oh, yes, for Newsweek, formerly from Newsweek.
What a lovely guy. But they have no idea. And remember his wife, Emily?
Sure, of course.
What the hell's her name?
Emily Lazar.
Yeah, she
Right.
works for Stephen Colbert.
Oh.
Yes.
And she says to me, she's clueless. But and that's one of my, I like her a lot, but she says, is Bernard still with you? So which means they have no idea. Now, what are they watching or listening to in the morning? Would you imagine? That Emily Lazar.
Al Jazeera, probably.
What do you think she gets up in the morning and turns on? I mean, what? So anyway, she was telling me how much she liked you.
Yeah, we go way back. No, not really.
How far? Oh, I
Just
see.
kidding.
Just a little
But
back.
no, nice people. Both of them. Jonathan, of course, as you know, a cancer survivor, and
He's really a lovely guy.
nice man.
And they used to be on all the time, him and that spineless weasel Howard Feynman. Well, none of them are going to win any profiles in courage, but that's fine. Well, Alder might. He's a pretty courageous guy, so it's nice to see them
There you go.
and chat with them. God, she asks a lot of questions. So stop it.
Wow.
But I do wonder, I'm not one of those people who has a radio and television program and thinks that the world revolves around it. And I mean, I just know it's not the case, but you would think they wouldn't be that clueless, would you?
Right.
But I
Especially.
guess he still appears on MSNBC, which they have just no ratings. I mean, none. Just nobody watches that. I don't have any agenda with them. I don't care. So I have an agenda here, by the way. So, speaking of that, I was watching Megyn Kelly last night. I like her. But I think here's what I think about Megyn Kelly. She's excellent, but I also think she's crazy. She's like Deidre Imus crazy.
Oh.
not in a bad way. I think I think she's just
Very passionate, I think.
Yeah, I think
trying to
she's
say.
like O'Reilly crazy, which I think is great.
Makes her better, is what you're pointing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Little edge.
But she's got a good. I like that about her.
Core convictions.
Yes,
Willing to stand up for them.
that's right. So
Get loud over it, too.
that's right.
If necessary. Yeah.
So Hollywood Vine's coming up with Imogene Lloyd Webber, who was at the Skip thing last night.
Yes, she was.
She's charming, isn't she?
Very.
Yes,
You know who's a
Very
great?
sweet.
You know who's a great person? One of my favorite people is Lisa Wheel.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a real. That's a good age, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Lovely.
She's smart and cute and
Adorable.
Everything.
she's really a good person.
Go Lise.
I mean, really. So
She's on the list.
and
She's on
and
the bus.
another person I really like a lot is Michael Riedel,
Yeah.
and he is really smart.
Very smart.
He's smarter than you might think he is. In fact, he's a lot smarter than you would think he is.
Yeah, we thought he was.
You think he's just a dope writing for the hideous New York Post,
Right.
But he's not.
Set the bar low, Michael.
Some of us try to dumb it down for, public consumption.
right. So people can understand. Very nice. Man, oh man. So that'll be
Oh,
coming
man,
up
I'm
this morning.
sick
So
today.
got
I
that
should've-
cough.
I should
That's
I
surprised.
should have stayed home, but I
Yeah.
don't know why I didn't.
Thought you were going to today after yesterday.
No.
Yeah. And what's this book?
Mark Bittman is going to be on. He's got a book called A Bone to Pick.
Oh.
And it's about, he's a food writer.
Oh, that's different.
What does he do? He's one of the country's best known and most widely respected food writers. His How to Cook Everything books, with over 1 million copies in print, are a mainstay of the modern kitchen.
There you go.
And his manifesto in pursuing a part-time vegan diet, VB6, debuted at #1 on the New York Times bestseller list. His writings on food policy.
Enough, yeah.
Policy. Shut up.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he's on, except that I guess. Well, he's on because Megan asked me about him. No, you know who I asked Deirdre. She liked him.
Well,
So she said to have him on. So he's on.
done deal.
And his books are already bestsellers. So I wonder if the guy from the New York Times just like breaks out in hives when he has to walk into a Fox building. Do you think?
Little twitch.
What? Sort of like Anthony Weiner the other day.
Ugh,
Oh,
what
Wiener.
a loser.
You know, I think Weiner has a. But here's what I didn't know,
Ashley.
and Carly didn't tell me that what a jerk he is off the air.
Yeah, he's a schmuck.
Wow.
My mic on?
Yes, it's on.
And Ashley's guy won in England, too.
I know. David Cameron.
And he's still
Boy.
very upset.
God, still worked up. This
No,
morning.
I'm upset about Anthony Weiner. I mean, what a schmuck! You know, he's so arrogant. Comes into the building, calls Fox a propaganda machine. What the heck is he? He's just irrelevant. So just piss
Here's
me
a
off.
guy who sent pictures of his dick. That's what it is.
Yep, that's all you need to know.
But I didn't know. I don't tolerate anybody abusing the staff, and I mean, I don't tolerate it.
Period.
And I just didn't know that he was rude or whatever he was to Carly.
He was?
Yeah, because I just won't put up with it.
Let's get him back
So-
in here.
How could you possibly be rude to Carly? I mean, she's as sweet and
it's like
adorable.
kicking a puppy.
Yeah, right.
Stupid.
Oh. Wow. Rude to Carly.
Well, I didn't mind it. The propaganda machine.
should hunt him
That's
down.
just nonsense. That didn't bother me. I'm normally very protective of Fox, and think people are idiots who think who think that. But I just think I didn't think he was serious, because I have a long history with him of him giving me a bad time about everything.
Right.
So, but I can see where Fox. Maybe my wife was furious, still is about it.
And rightly so.
But she's had an affair with Roger Ailes for a number of years. So. Nothing I can do about that.
Right.
So
Not at this point.
Him too?
yeah. Anyway, but no, I didn't think that was. But he's just a creep.
Yeah.
So you can't come in here and be rude and ugly to people because I'll tell everybody about it. You, and you know.
Yeah, Bethany Frankel.
Van Morrison.
Oh.
Dennis
Van
Leary.
Morrison.
Well, Van Morrison's crazy.
This is a much better list.
Let's make
Much more fun to make that list.
The rude list.
People we can't stand.
But who's the guy who smokes all
Dennis
the time?
Leary.
Dennis Leary.
Him on the list.
He's really a jerk. I mean, he really is a
The
jerk.
a-hole list.
A punk.
That's
you
a
know.
much better list.
So,
Put ourselves on it.
but what you find is the B-list people are usually jerks.
Right.
And the A-list people are not. So. Oh, man, I'm sick.
We'll get through it together.
But your hair looks
Right,
fabulous.
Lou? Got Lou back?
The reason my hair looks good today is because I told Teresa, I said, I will come to your house in Staten Island and kill your effing cat.
Oh, my God.
Her cat broke its knees. I said, I'll re-break the cat.
Oh no!
The poor
and then
cat almost
kill your
died.
cat.
Poor little kid.
Your cat will be cat pizza when I get done with it. I'll use my Escalade and run over your cat and back over it.
And pull your hair out after that.
Cat's knees, yeah, that's it.
Cats have knees.
Cat's knees.
And then I asked Teresa, I said, what are you doing this weekend? She says, I'm going to take out my anger in my garden.
Pulling weeds out, thinking of you, yeah.
It's
That's what you drive people to.
quarter after the hour. God, did you see that thing with Brady yesterday, Warner?
Yes.
It's really annoying, wasn't it?
Yeah,
What a jerk.
Well, the problem is they'd already booked that 4 months ago. Otherwise, he knows he can't talk.
Yeah.
Let the lawyer do the talking. And the lawyer was, all I could think of was if Martin Garbus was Brady's lawyer, and Brady's lawyer hit it on the nose. He said, look, you've got a report that's insignificant, and it has tragic flaws. And he's right. Anytime you accuse somebody and you use the words probably and likely,
Yeah, you're just.
come on, get out. So I think Goodell is going to make a deal with the players' union. He has to save face, Goodell.
Okay.
Make a statement, and they have to penalize Brady something. My guess is one game, the opening game against the Steelers,
Right.
and that's it. That's what I think.
Well, I mean, can't the players union say, well, you haven't proved?
That's right. Yes, and that's why I think it'll only be one game. They'll all settle on that.
But the bad thing for Brady, remember the reason they haven't proved it, he didn't turn over his
Right, his text.
his text and his email. That's, so he withheld all that.
Well,
That's why they don't
it's
have
smart.
it. So,
It's like,
Like Hillary Clinton.
right.
No, like Richard Nixon. I mean, Nixon was Hillary Clinton's smarter than Nixon because Nixon should have burned the tapes.
Yeah.
Just immediately, just set them on fire. Said no, whoops, no tapes are gone.
My bad.
What did the market do yesterday?
It was up 82 points on the Dow, Mr. Imus. The futures board also up today, up 19 points. And yes, it's Jobs Friday, the April jobs report. 224,000 jobs expected, with the unemployment rate dropping to 5.4%. I don't think we're going to do that. I'm predicting 205,000 with the unemployment rate staying at 5.5 for what it's worth.
Well, let me write it down. 205 you're predicting.
205 and staying at 5.5%.
5.5.
And we'll get these at 8:30?
Yes, we will. Peter Barnes will jump out of the closet.
Is that something that we'll hit on the nose there, Bigfoot?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I'm all up for that.
Exactly right. Morning, Tom.
Oh, man, I don't feel well. Happy birthday to Lucille Liebert, who was the office manager at the Imus Cattle Ranch for kids with cancer.
Oh, yeah.
4 kids with cancer out in Ribera, New Mexico. Lucille's 91 years old today and still goes to work.
It looks great, yeah.
Anyway. Is this from the new album, Lou, Bring It On Home?
Yeah.
Another thing I like on this album,
I don't.
Emmylou Harris and Rodney Crowell are going to be here next week.
Oh, yeah.
They've got a great new album. Oh, my God. And one song on there is called If You Lived Here, You'd Be Home Now. It's called Love. And this is a pretty good song, too, that Lou's going to play in a few minutes, called Bring It On Home to Memphis. Home to West Memphis. So we don't come around here and mess with us. So. I listened to Lucinda Williams' album the other day at, East side of town and West Memphis and where we do things in West Memphis and all that. I have this image of, I don't know if you've seen the video. Now, it's worth going to YouTube and checking the video on East side of town or West Memphis because you can get this image of all of them, Lucinda and the band, all waking up in the morning in a hotel room someplace where the heat's too high. They're all piled on top of each other with pizza boxes and syringes lying all over the room. And,
Right.
oh, man, that's just an ugly situation. Anyway. Oh, man. Still the news.
Do the news, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you, right at the top of the news this morning, Bernie and Ashley referred to this a few minutes ago. The Conservatives, they're leading, look like they're going to win this British election. So David Cameron will likely stay as the Prime Minister. Remember, we talked about it this time yesterday that it would be too close to call, but Conservatives 269, opposition Labour 214, Scottish National Party at last check 55 seats. So what really happened is the Labour Party got hammered in Scotland by that Scottish National Party, and that led to the strong showing for Cameron and his party. So David Cameron
means no more coalition government.
looks
That's
like
right.
he will. There you
That's
go.
the big
Ed
thing.
Miliband is going to quit today, I'm convinced.
Wow.
That's
he's out.
That's what they're saying, right? So there you go.
He should quit.
Yeah, he should.
What's going to happen here? I was coughing. What?
Ashley?
Ed Miliband, he's going to quit today. I mean, Labour just got absolutely annihilated, so he's going to have to quit.
As the Labour leader.
It was supposed to be, it's supposed to be neck and neck, but apparently not.
But you were for Cameron, right?
Most definitely, yes.
So were we then.
Yes.
We're with Ashley.
We didn't
Good
have-
result.
We didn't know what was going on, so
Yeah, we go with the guy with
we're
the...
going to
Some
go
of
with
us
you
did.
because we like you. So.
But one of the best
appreciate that.
one of the best shows on TV is C-SPAN's British House of Commons Q&A.
Yes,
no doubt.
That's right.
One of the best shows, hands down.
PMQs, yeah, fantastic.
So some of us watch that and follow this stuff.
Yeah.
Call it what it is.
The middle of the country bracing for more bad weather.
The Prime Minister will be heard.
Forecasters say conditions appear to be ripe today and tomorrow for storms that could produce even more powerful tornadoes than what we've seen. Kansas, North Texas, western Oklahoma. It's a tough week. It has been for the Oklahoma Governor, Mary Fallin. Here she is.
First of all, I want to just lend my thoughts and prayers to those who lost property, and we're very thankful that there wasn't any loss of life in this community. There were some injuries, and so our prayers will be with those who suffered injuries.
The Oklahoma City area really bore the brunt of these storms earlier in the week. The Justice Department reportedly now set to investigate.
How many people do you think actually do pray for the people? I guess some.
Oh, I think people see this on the news. Yeah, see the pictures of it.
I always wonder if that helps.
Let's hope.
Yeah, hope it does.
Yeah, I hope it does.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, you don't even see it coming, these people. The Justice Department's reportedly set to investigate Baltimore's police department, looking into whether they engaged in discriminatory practices or patterns over the years. The mayor had asked
pre-read the news before you read it to us?
I knew. As soon as I
just wondered.
As soon as there was one...
Do you have any idea? Do you and Noam ever get together and say, hey, here's what we're going to do?
The next story, who knows what it'll be. It could be anything. Baltimore's mayor asked for this broad federal investigation following the death of Freddie Gray. So that looks like it's the direction they're going to go with that.
22 after the hour. Let's do a little business news now. Now, here with that is Ashley Webster. Morning, Ashley.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Imus. Well, we lost 82 points on the Dow yesterday. Actually, we gained 82 points, my friend.
Well, what was it?
We gained it. We're also up again in the futures board today. By the way, the UK markets today going crazy with David Cameron's win. The FTSE up some 123 points. They love it. The only thing you can say about this, though, is there could be a referendum now. David Cameron promised that there will be a vote on whether Britain should stay in the European Union, and there's a good chance that people will vote no because they don't think they get anything out of it. So instead of a Grexit, we could have a Brexit, is what they're calling it now. And, of course, the jobs report today, 224,000 jobs expected to be added. We shall see at 8:30 Eastern Time, Mr. Imus.
Thanks very much, Ashley. 23 after the hour here on the Imus in the Morning program. Bernie's got a briefing coming up, and then Senator Lindsey Graham is here, and he's got some thoughts on, well, first, Bruce Jenner this morning?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay, so we'll do that. But before we get to any of that, there's time for sports, sponsored by Peerless Boilers. Here with that is Warner Wolf. Morning, Warner.
Morning, I-Man, coming to you from the NJDiet.com studio. So, Tom Brady appeared at Salem State last night, a ticketed event that had been scheduled 4 months ago, and was asked his reaction to the Wells report.
I don't have really any reaction. It's only been 30 hours, so I haven't had much time to digest it fully, but when I do, I'll be sure to let you know.
Yeah, that's the last time you're going to hear from Brady. From now on, you'll hear from Brady's lawyer.
At one point, he said he was used to reading X's and O's, but didn't know if he, anticipated having the implication was we'd have trouble reading this, but God, he's dumb.
Baseball, the Orioles lose to the Yankees 4-3. A fraud hit number 661, passing the great Willie Mays. Question is, how many were hit with steroids? Here was the call, Michael K., Yes Network.
High fly ball, deep left center. There it goes. See ya! Home run number 661 for Alex Rodriguez. That breaks the tie with Willie Mays.
And so after the home run, A-Rod took a curtain call.
It was a little awkward. I certainly didn't want to stop the game, and I saw Tex didn't go in the batter's box, and I looked at Joe, and Joe gave me the nod to go out and take the curtain call, so I came out real quick and then got back in.
Yeah, the Yanks are not going to pay him that $6 million bonus.
Yeah, and Michael K. shouldn't have made a big deal out of it either.
Yeah, passing
He's
Willie.
a jerk.
Willie Mays. It's hard even to say in the same sentence.
Yankee butt boy. I mean, Michael K., that's really disgraceful. Making a big deal, I'm serious.
Well, he's been tough on A-Rod, K.
Has he?
Yeah.
He wasn't tough then.
Much tougher than, like, Francesa has.
The butt kisser there. Yeah. Well, Francesa sleeps with A-Rod.
Well,
wow.
I need more room. Hang on.
Yo, Mike, don't roll over.
NBA, no games last night, but
I knew I'd have the bed.
bad news for the Wiz. It turns out that John Wall has a fractured left wrist and hand.
Congratulations, by the way.
Trying to balance himself from game one, so he's questionable. How valuable is Wall to the Wiz?
Who cares?
They're 10-40 without him in the last 5 years.
I could have told you that a long time
golf,
ago.
Yeah, we knew that.
We knew
the
that.
first round of the Tournament Players
10-40
Championship.
in the bag.
Man, what happened to the big names? Hideki Matsuyama, David Hearn, Charlie Hoffman, and Kevin Na all share the lead. 4 under 67. McIlroy, 2 back, 69. Tiger Woods and Mickelson, 6 back, 2 over. And Masters champion Jordan Spieth shot a 75. He's 8 back.
Yeah.
Upon further review, Floyd Mayweather Jr., who only 2 days ago said he would fight Manny Pacquiao again, changed his mind and says on Showtime Saturday he will not fight Mayweather again. Because
he won't fight Pacquiao again.
Right, he won't fight himself either. That's right. Because Pacquiao is a sore loser and a coward. Translation, nobody would buy a second fight.
Yeah.
Stanley Cup playoffs.
Has he bailed out Suge Knight yet?
Not that I know of, no.
No, he has not.
Did he say he was gonna?
That's what Suge Knight's lawyer claimed he told him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stanley Cup, the Blackhawks sweep the Wild. And the
Please hold.
and the Canadians beat the
What
Lightning.
is that?
I think that's Suge Knight calling collect.
27 after the hour, the Irish Supermarket program. Barney's got a briefing. Lindsey Graham on some stuff. There's Rodney Crowell and the great Emmylou Harris.
Sweet Lucinda, look out your window. LA freeway, just like the man said. People honking their horns, pointing guns at your head. Sweet Lucinda, in a land of cotton, you're not forgotten.
Oh, yeah.
The Mississippi River just rolls on through, and everybody's wondering what happened to you. In the land of cotton, down on the Delta, remember your soul. We're waiting just to welcome you back to the fold. Tomorrow comes early, you better get humming. The whole damn town is gonna know that you're coming. Bring it on home to Memphis. 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 Bring it on home and give us a thrill. Bring it on home, honey, send me the bill. Bring it on home to Memphis. Now bring it on home to Memphis.
Beale Street was jumping the day you were born. W.C. Handy was blowing his horn. From the bluffs to Mud Island, the music grew quiet. Mystery Train put a hush on the night. Fireflies made light of the hot summer breeze, and the wind was a whisper through the tops of the trees. Rain started falling, the river grew lazy. Bring it on home, child, you're making us crazy.
Imus in the morning.
Joseph A. Bank presents Look Sharp, Save Smart. Purchase one sport coat, receive a second sport coat, and 2 pants free. Joseph A. Bank, the new tradition since 1905.
Attend the Fabulous Money Show Las Vegas, May 11th through 14th at Caesars Palace. Claim your free ticket to attend the live broadcast of Making Money with Charles Payne at the Money Show. Attend and make money with expert advice. Meet and hear from Steve Forbes, Laszlo Barini, James Paulson, and more than 100 other Wall Street experts as they reveal their latest recommendations. With over 125 presentations, you cannot afford to miss this event. Register for free at LasVegasMoneyShow.com or call 800-970-4355. Mention you heard about it on Fox Business.
Did you know that the price for your prescription can vary dramatically from one pharmacy to another? Or what you're paying might be too high? Now there's a better way to save. GoodRx, the free service used by millions that works with or without insurance. Simply select your prescription and GoodRx finds you the best prices near you. Then print or download our coupon to get that price at that pharmacy. Compare, print, and save. Simple. Go to GoodRx.com or get our free app right now.
Show her you care. 1 carat emerald, sapphire, and ruby hearts are $79, diamond studs $99, half carat 3-stone and halo rings $3.99. The Jewelry Exchange guarantees their jewelry to appraise for double by Factory Direct, the Jewelry Exchange nationwide.
Meet Mary. She loves to shop online with her debit card. And so does Bill, an identity thief who stole Mary's identity and took her hard-earned money. LifeLock's proactive identity theft protection helps guard your social security number, your money, and your credit. Call now and get 60 days of LifeLock identity theft protection risk-free. Use promo code ACTNOW and get this document shredder free. Call 1-800-350-2251.
Discover Brookside and discover an exciting combination of tastes. Rich dark chocolate covering soft centers, flavored with exotic fruit juices. It's chocolate and fruit flavors like you've never experienced before. Discover Brookside.
All the goodness of milk, all the deliciousness of Hershey's syrup. Squeeze, stir, share.
Today, we proudly announce the greatest achievement in our 75-year history. The best Blizzard menu ever, including classics like cotton candy and newcomers like brownie cookie dough. They did it! They did it! Everything you could ever want in dessert, all in one menu. That's right, America. This is happening. This is fan food, not fast food. Oh, boy!
And good morning, everybody. Checking the markets ahead of the big jobs report today. Here in the U.S., futures pointing to a higher open, modestly so. The Dow up 33 points. Stocks also rose in the last session. The Dow gaining 82 points. The S&P up 7. The Nasdaq also gaining 25. Syngenta has reportedly rejected a $45 billion takeover bid from Monsanto, saying that the proposed deal undervalues the agricultural company. Monsanto had proposed to buy Syngenta for just over $486 a share, with about 45% of the payment in cash. Syngenta adding that the offer also underestimates risks involved in executing the deal, including scrutiny from regulators. Syngenta shares have been active over the past week amid speculation that the Swiss-based company and Monsanto were indeed discussing a transaction. Quick look at oil and gold, both moving slightly higher. Imus in the Morning continues right now.
Checking the green room, see what's going on there.
Oh, yeah.
Should be Father Jonathan Morris.
Yeah, we're here with Father John. That's what we're here with. Yeah, we're just talking about how his Lent's going.
This whole thing is very uncomfortable. This is probably the most painful thing of my Lent so far. 6:30 in the morning.
Well, what did you give up for Lent?
You guys are very close to me.
Don't act like it's the first time you've been between two men in the rectory.
Okay. I'm not going to say what I gave up for Lent.
Okay. Where's the plane?
Finally, somebody's asked me.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where it is.
Hey, Nat, when my wife gets here, she should have my cough medicine with me.
I'll bring it to you.
When does she get here?
She'll be here in about 5 minutes.
That'll be good.
I can't talk. I mean,
rough. Well, I got Bernie briefing time now anyway, so we'll let Bernie start his briefing, then we'll go from there. What do you have, Bernie?
We have from the NJDiet.com studios, David Letterman retiring, and I fave Tina Fey was on last night talking about him retiring. Take a listen.
The one thing I will warn you about is that all the things that you got out of doing because you were working all the time are going to come haunt you now.
Oh, no.
So like parent-teacher conferences, curriculum night, going to your niece's wedding, all that stuff. You're going to do that. Now, like, did you know, if you get anything in the mail that says, like, will you host a gala?
Oh, no.
Just drink dish soap.
Yeah. And then they laughed after that, believe it or not. And Mike Huckabee was talking about, well, first of all, let's go to Jimmy Kimmel on the Tom Brady Deflategate thing. He played the clip of Gronkowski that we played yesterday. And in this clip, Gronkowski will flex his biceps. Take a listen.
Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski today said this.
All the behind the scenes that I do, Robin Ride for Kids does, all that, no one ever wants to expand on that. For the kids, all the charity events, no. They're worried about a story for the Deflategate. You know, these sure aren't deflating. These are only inflating. So get ready, because I'm going to be ready.
This guy.
And there's only one thing you can deflate.
Yeah.
These nuts!
It makes no sense in any way, but he's the best. He really is. Once he's done with football, I could see him as maybe like a White House press secretary.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fat chance. And speaking of...
he's almost retarded, isn't he? Well, no, that's on
not supposed to use that word.
I apologize for that.
Yeah.
He's taking a few shots to the head, maybe.
Well, something.
Yes. And Mike Huckabee, boss, he was talking about this trade deal. Listen to how he described the results or what will happen if this trade deal is passed that's in front of Congress.
I'd like to think the U.S. government would stand up for the U.S. workers rather than let them take it in the backside and somehow just have to tough it out.
What are you talking about?
Now, he speaks as though taking it in the backside is a bad thing. This is the problem.
These don't deflate.
Take it in the backside.
And we also had last night from Kimmel one of your favorite segments, boss. Take a listen to this.
It is this week in unnecessary censorship.
Did you just tell Floyd Mayweather you?
Yes, you. These 14 guys sitting on the stage right here. You guys me every single day. Draymond, man, you the greatest man.
When I'm on any sort of vacation, I don't the entire time.
If you never had to again, you'd be a happy man.
That would be success.
Hillary Clinton will your mom on Mother's Day if you win an online contest.
How special is this horse? He's been a special horse since the day I him.
Yeah, I wouldn't let you fill me up, though.
I was at the beach with my boyfriend and his son and saw a little boy a sea lion as I was trying to get out of the water.
You know, it was like 82 degrees last night, too, and she's got this fur thing on.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know what
people are thinking.
And then they laughed after that.
How's that funny?
They applauded and laughed after that, believe it or not.
Gronkowski.
And we'll bring the applause to you later.
21 minutes till the hour here in the Imus program. Please welcome now to the program a man who's going to participate in Hollywood Divine coming up. Senator Lindsey. You're just God. Senator Lindsey Graham. Good morning, Senator Graham.
Good morning, Mr. Imus. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a neighborly day for a peckerwood. You like to see mine. It truly is lovely. My neighborhood, that is. And guess what? We got us some new neighbors yesterday who moved in right across the street, the Yamoja Kafarus. My friend Judy Kane from Book Club says they're from Ethiopia, so there goes the neighborhood, all working together to put together a block party to welcome them. We're just like that. We're a very welcoming group of people. In fact, when Mr. Clemens from the corner moved in and told us his father made him the man he is today, and we found his dad a transgender surgeon, he's still looking for a penis, bless his heart. So if anyone out there's got a spare one, give me a call, and I'll be sure to get it to him. What's so wonderful is that none of the men in the neighborhood make him feel like he's any different than the rest of us, even though he's only got an angry inch. And I think that's important for transgender people to feel accepted for who they are, even if they're not sure who they are themselves, like Bruce Jenner. I was watching the TV the other night while I was giving my cat, Mr. Wiggles, an enema. I sometimes suffer from a shy bladder. Mr. Wiggles has a shy bowel. Anyway, I saw a commercial for the new 2-part special coming up next week on E! About Bruce Jenner's journey. And cut off my legs and call me Tom Cruise. I must have been the last person on earth who had no idea about Bruce's secret. Not that he was a woman trapped in a man's body, but that he was a Republican. I can't imagine that. Not the being trapped in a man's body part. I've done that 1,000 times, and at least 2 body parts themselves. But being a middle-aged post-op transgender celebrity living in Malibu who's a Republican, bless his heart.
All right, bro.
I'm in.
Yeah, what?
Hey, bro. What happened?
She really is. I mean, really, she's exactly what I
You know, you can only take so much of the cough syrup, or then